G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel, Shellstrike here. It has been quite a while since I last dived into Helldivers 2, but yeah, mainly because I've been caught up in the epic saga of Space Marine 2 and yeah, getting into that and playing a bit of that. But I will still be playing Helldivers 2 and have been, and will be a lot into the future. Of course releasing videos for it, but probably not as frequently as before. Obviously the excitement for the first 6 to 7 months has sort of waned a little, but I am looking forward to some of the stuff that's coming up in the game. I'm also eagerly awaiting the changes that are coming, which will definitely reinvigorate my excitement for the game. I have just been recently doing some super credit farming, nothing major in Helldivers 2, getting ready for the chemical agents Warbond. I'll be talking about that in this video, as well as what's happening in regards to the new patch that's coming on the 17th, which everyone's been talking about. So grab your gear, let's chat about some of the exciting things coming up in Helldivers 2. Now, on to the new premium Warbond chemical agents. This is a new Warbond that Arrowhead seems to have included quite a few new items with this time round. Talk about the first time we are seeing a new stratagem in a premium Warbond like the TX41 sterilizer, which, if you ask me, is going to be a game changer for crowd control. Arrowhead said in a post on the PlayStation blog, adding stratagem variants to Warbonds is new with chemical agents, but our designers felt that since gas is a crowd control tool, it made more sense to release stratagems and let Helldivers choose the primary weapons they love the most. Not only that, but this is bringing some serious variety to chemical agents that they hope players will enjoy. And let's not forget the AXTX13 guard dog breath, because who doesn't love a good gas attack, hey? But here's what's got me really excited, that P11 stim pistol. It finally a way to heal from a distance without diving into the fray, and the G4 gas grenade as well, perfect for those tight spots where you need a quick escape or tactical advantage. Also, there's going to be new armour, capes and colours of course, for the drop pod mechs and drop ships, called Mustard. Developers have said these colours eventually will also be able to be used on armour customisation, so that's going to be very exciting to look forward to. Obviously they're going to be using the same system for that, which I have previously mentioned in videos. Speaking of excitement, can we talk about the major patch dropping on the 17th? Boy oh boy, can't wait for that. It's not just any update, it's like Arrowhead's throwing a birthday party for Helldivers 2, but instead of cake we're getting buffs, nerfs and all sorts of gameplay tweaks. So yeah, from what I've gathered from Arrowhead's A Buff A Day posts on X, they're really listening to the community. Here are all the Buff A Day posts so far, including the flame weapon changes, railgun changes and the recently posted rocket devastator changes.
My name is Johan Pilestedt.
And I'm Niklas Manborg.
Today we're diving into the patch notes of Helldivers 2. We've done some major adjustment to all the flame weapons.
Yeah, we just went back.
I thought we couldn't revert it.
Life finds a way. There was some stuff to go through, but it was the right thing to do.
And the flame weapons has also gotten an armor penetration increase.
Yeah. Do you want to flame a charger? Go ahead.
This means that I can have flame offs with the Hulks.
Yeah, it does.
You could say that it would be a cooking showdown. My name is Johan Pilestedt.
And I'm Niklas Manborg.
Today we're diving into the patch notes of Helldivers 2. What have we done to the railgun?
We booted it up again. The railgun does a lot of damage to normal enemies. It didn't do that much to very large enemies. So we kind of quadrupled that from 60 to 225 in durable damage.
Okay.
Just in safe mode, it will be stronger. Normally, if you charge it up like close to full, you did 50% more damage. Now you'll do 150% more.
Does it still have the same overcharge time as before?
Yes.
My name is Johan Pilestedt.
And I'm Niklas Manborg.
Today we're diving into the patch notes of Helldivers 2.
So the rocket devastators, they have limited ammo. When they fire a rocket, you'll see one go away. I think they can only fire like 3 bursts or something, and then they need to reload because they have an extra pack. They can reload once. We should also mention, the collision of the rockets is smaller.
Okay, so
we reduced it by 80%.
Okay. Do gunships as well run out of ammo now?
Yes.
So basically, I'm hiding behind a rock. They blow their load all over me, and then I can move out of cover.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit of a walk of shame, but I think that's nice.
So, what do we know so far about the upcoming major patch for Helldivers 2 on the 17th? Well, we've got the weapon and gadget adjustments, the flamethrower buff, a significant increase in damage by 33%, reverting its mechanics to pre-escalation of freedom update and allowing it to effectively damage heavier enemies like chargers, bile titans, impalers and hulks. This change aims to restore the weapon's effectiveness against armoured foes, addressing community feedback about its previous nerf. Yeah, I've spoken a lot about that myself. The railgun enhancements is set to receive a substantial buff with its damage increase from 60 to 225 and overcharging damage from 50% to 150%. That's absolutely huge. Can't wait to use a railgun again because of that. So this adjustment is intended to make it a viable choice again, especially against heavily armoured units. So what about the breaker changes? That's had an increase in magazine size to 16, shells and stagger buff from 10 to 15 seconds, suggesting improvements in crowd control capabilities. Boy oh boy, that will improve crowd control capabilities. Enemy overhaul, armour and combat adjustments. So enemies like hulks will have reduced armour, and there's a cap on the number of rockets fired by devastators and gunships. So yeah, this aims to balance combat by reducing the overwhelming firepower from these units, making engagements more strategic. Hopefully no more ragdolling, as with the rocket devastators they'll now have a reload mechanic from the backpack, and rocket physics have been adjusted for easier evasion. As I understand it, they've reduced the rocket impact radius by about 80%, I think he said. So yeah. So general buffs. Arrowhead has promised more buffs than nerfs, indicating a focus on enhancing underperforming weapons and stratagems. So this includes the arc thrower. So there's teas for that buff, but the specifics haven't yet been detailed. So can't wait to hear about that one as well. So the patch is designed to fulfill what Arrowhead calls player fantasies. So suggesting changes that align more closely with how players envision using certain weapons and strategies. This is based on feedback and gameplay trends. So the community and development interaction, there's been daily previews. So Arrowhead's been engaging with the community by sharing these daily previews of the changes, starting off with the flamethrower buff, as we saw. And this approach is not only building anticipation, but also keeps the community informed about the direction of the game's development, which is very important. So there's been some encouraging messages. The Chief Creative Officer's message to the community highlights a holistic approach to gameplay realignment, indicating that the changes are more comprehensive than just numerical adjustments, so aiming to recapture the game's initial appeal, which I'm all for, definitely. So what are the expectations and speculations? Well, new content. While the patch focuses heavily on balance, there is speculation about the introduction of new content, possibly related to the Illuminati faction, given the timing and the community demand. There's a mix of excitement and cautious optimism. Players are hopeful for a return to the game's former glory. With many expectations, these changes significantly improve gameplay experience. So the patch represents Arrowhead's commitment to addressing community concerns, focusing on restoring balance and enhancing the overall gameplay experience of Helldivers 2. The detailed adjustments, especially to fan favourite weapons like the flamethrower, suggest a deep dive into gameplay mechanics to align with the players' expectations and feedback. So personally, yeah, I'm stoked for these changes. It's like getting a new toy, but instead of it breaking after a week, it just keeps getting better. The community's feedback loop with Arrowhead is something special. We're not just playing a game, we're co-creating an experience. And with chemical agents around the corner, it feels like we're about to enter a new era of Helldivers 2. So gear up, because the war isn't over, it's just getting more interesting. Thanks for sticking around, divers. If you enjoy this, dive into the world of Helldivers 2, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell for more updates. What are your thoughts on chemical agents, Warbond, and are you excited for the patch? Drop your comments below, and until next time, stay vigilant, stay strategic, and above all, stay free. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.